Greetings. So that will be the 5th session of the project to go through the Notion certification. Now, 10 minutes ago, I realized it says 100%. So I know there's nothing else to do. There are no questions, multiple choice questions, exam, or whatever. Turns out I didn't finish. I still need this to check if it's the same video or not, a little the stuff, and then just go everything I have still yet to process in SuperMemo. So even if I finished importing, I didn't finish processing. And later, perhaps 1 or 2 days, I will have finished processing. So reading or listening or watching all of the stuff at least once, I'm still not done until I don't have everything in a flashcard format and at least one repetition. So to reformulate a little the questions. Then I remember that, I had 17 left those 2 days and 44 today. So let's see. I changed the sorting criteria. So theoretically, should be getting more items than topics until I run out, of course. Notion. To snap your table to page or column width. Okay. How do I... The hotkey script. 1 second, I forgot about that. It should be around here, or it is. 1 sec. I don't see it. Okay. So now I'm running the hotkey script. So you see actually what I'm doing. Oh yeah, now I understand why this happens. Ctrl-Shift F12 does nothing. That's because it's WebView component. Okay, so I either tolerate this and move on, or I will change the template. So now I can get rid of the styling. Depends. Rule of thumb. If it's triggering you, feel free to do it. Oh, that was a monster close deletion. Wait a second. Why am I getting still the web view? I changed the item picture. Okay, no worries. Then, when you, so which data condition? Okay. So that will be Notion. Now why I get this? Oh my God. I will just wait the next rep to fail it, and then I will reformulate. Well, sorry about the random noise, as you can hear it. It is quite distracting me. Oh my God. Why is not worth memorizing the order of sidebar icons? Let me add Notion here. Because it can be rearranged. Yeah, customized, awesome. The drag and drop flow to create columns has no limit, because the other flow had, the limit was 5. A paid Notion certification can cost between 100 and 150 bucks. Yeah, 1 second. Using the slash menu can create up to 5 columns. Here you go. Everything you do in Notion takes place. What is that? Into the workspaces. Okay. Editor. Okay, finally, something that I had no text. Side tools. Exactly. So now I have, this is more up to date. So I have the meetings, Notion AI, and everything else was already there. Share private favorites. Yeah. If you drag and drop, it's the same as moving in it, so of course, just in case. Favorites, I had this already somewhere else. So I have here redundancy of information. Is this icon? Click at the top of your left sidebar. Wait a second. My left sidebar. What's the icon, sorry? A pencil with that thing? Control N. Oh, now I'm confused. Control N. So basically Chrome is taking priority in the key binding. Wow. So, oh, come on. In the desktop app. Okay. It's time. Okay. Time to download it. I was not aware that there are some details that, for whatever reason, yeah, I might guess that it's only on the app because it collides with the browser. The browser steals the command. So as a user, no big deal, but if I want to be a consultant to Twitter and so on, then I want to know those details. Wait a second, the login. Oh, come on. Continue. Okay. I'm in the same place as before. Oh, it syncs. Ooh, you have the reasons. Those basically are the people who get SuperMemo with my affiliate link, and I log this, so when I ask to get paid. Awesome. So first that's a template, I think. So Control N. Let's see what it does. Ha. Create, and I press 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I can do Control N4. Oh, and creates it as a new page as well. It's not an inline. Okay, good to know. Even though now the menu is lagging, the sidebar is not there. Okay. Cool. So then I will have key bindings that, hey, these only exist in this device. And I will also use it on my phone. I have it installed, but here you have to tap the icon. Awesome. Hover options, editor tools. Ah, yeah, that was the name of the what? Subpage sidebar breadcrumb. Collaborators. Okay, let me do it like this. It's impractical because the images are absolutely huge. Share menu. Three-dot menu. So I have a little more detail, but I do it for the sake of the images. Team versus personal and frequently asked questions. Let me go that I lost. Oh, here. It says go live. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm... Bro, since I don't getting any message, I always have that OBS is telling me to go live. Because I went live through YouTube instead, I think. Let me tell you, let me know if I'm really live. Can I switch between the workspaces that are associated with... how many there are? Oh, there are many. So I will just do an extract of everything, all of the FAQ. Reprioritize, let me see. It's good, it's good, it's good enough. Move on. And now this is empty, it's finished. Awesome. What is it? Oh, it's the once again, the video is delayed and it looks like I have to
A knowledge base is a centralized place where teams can easily find trusted information. Without one, teammates wonder if certain documents are up to date and spend more time on...
No, is that an extract? Okay. Why I have the feeling I have heard that already.
Tracking down information rather than the actual job to be done. When teammates know exactly what information to trust, you create a culture of clarity that eliminates confusion. Knowledge bases help with this, whether it's for onboarding guides, product documentation, or, in this case, a place for company-wide information and policies.
This video feels a lot more fast-paced. It's regular speed, right?
Notion gives you flexible ways to turn your team's knowledge into a reliable source of truth. While any page or database can be used to store and share information, a wiki is a purpose-built option designed to help teams organize and maintain knowledge at scale. Let's take a look.
Yeah, wikis is something I just did anecdotally. I don't have genuine experience on that.
Here we have a company home with various pages about the company, policies, and programs. This is an example where the reliability of this information matters, and it's used by various teams across the whole company. But this brings up an important question. How do we know this information is up to date? Without knowing whether these pages were last reviewed 2 years ago or yesterday, the team is left guessing whether this information is still valid when they need it, today. Notion has a way to turn any knowledge base like this one into a wiki. From the page settings, you'll find the option to convert a page into a wiki. This gives...
There's a section that was wiki, I think, right? Okay. Now, let me open this. One sec. Oh my God. And let me go to Gemini. Oh, my computer is lagging. Oh, the potato PC cannot handle 2 Chrome profiles. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I really like the timestamp stuff. Oh my god, it's so convenient. Okay. What? My mistake. What the? I have seen L button here. Something is still in the key button. Okay, no worries. Huge delay. Potato PC. Anyhow. Then now it looks odd. I don't know why. No worries. Rescue. Get rid of fonts, spacing and styles. Okay. The purpose is to build option designed to help team manage, track, maintain knowledge at the scale. Yeah, exactly. So if you're on your own, that's not actually kind of needed. Then I am 124, so about here. Owner property. Owner is not necessarily the page who created the page, right?
Every subpage new properties, including an owner and verification status.
Wait, why too quick?
This gives every subpage new properties, including
You upgrade the page, okay?
an owner and verification status to make sure there's both accountability and content accuracy. For example, on this mission, vision, and values page, you'll see it now has these properties: owner, verification, tags, and last edited time. The owner property makes it clear who's responsible for maintaining the information, and the verification property gives a review cadence. After selecting a verification timeframe, pages get a blue check mark to visually reinforce this status.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not what I thought or what I would like. It's, hey, I reviewed this today and I greenlit the content, right? And today it's May 20th. So, hey, that was verified May 20th. You cannot do that. You have to put always something in the future. Like if it was food in the grocery store, the expiration date. I don't know. That's why I remember at the beginning what I did was just to put next day, because I couldn't put the same day. So this is only useful when you write stuff for other people. It's the only flow I see. Verification status. And set review cadence. Good phrasing, cadence. Okay, so every day, every week, every sprint. And some series and national property.
And page owners will be notified when it's time to revisit. Not only does this help page owners, but it also communicates to anyone viewing.
Page owner was that thing, right? Well, owner property, let me add it just in case. I know it's just grammar, but
A knowledge base is a centralized place where teams can easily find trusted information. Anyone viewing the page that its information can be trusted. When you mark a page as verified, it becomes more visible in search and Notion AI responses.
Oh, so being verified has a bonus on the search. I didn't know that. Nice, good to know. Tagging system.
Helping your team find trusted resources fast. The tag property lets us label similar pages.
Tag is like any other property, like multi-select.
Which is helpful for filtering and grouping. Tags might help us differentiate pages by type of document, like company policies, or highlight a curated set of important pages with a tag like top picks. Wikis come with 3 default views.
Okay. Oh, there are 3 views already. So instead of how they call it, let's see if I can remember the list. Table, gallery, list, and whatever. At least out of the three ones. Here is home, all pages, and pages I own. This looks like a filter more than a view, but okay. Good to know. This in one chunk.
Home, all pages, and pages I own. The home view is the primary place.
What I have done is actually not the best flow, now that I see it. Why? Because since I know I will do this in one chunk, because I only have 2 minutes left, I will first watch it, add some text if I want it, and then do what I just did, then the whole extract. I will do this if the next action was to move on and click learn. I'm just so used to this flow. I'm extremely incremental. So the zero repetition flow, I'm not used to videos at all. So you can see some biases that, oops.
For your audience to find the information they need. Here, we can use blocks to reinforce important information and make it more easily readable. For example, we might use callouts to explain what kind of pages the wiki contains, or headings to organize similar pages. It's also a great place to feature a selection of pages in the form.
Oh, and you can see the check mark when it's linked. Oh, so you can in a glance see what's not up to date. Oh, now I see the point. For other people, so like you have an employee that their job is this.
Of a database.
Like the group leader or the project leader.
Here, I'll add a new database with a gallery view of our pages labeled as top picks. So this information is front and center. All pages and pages I own are helpful for page owners because these views give an...
Do you see? So all pages. All pages and pages.
A knowledge base is a centralized place where teams can easily find trusted information. Without one, teammates wonder if certain documents are up to date and spend more time on tracking down information rather than the actual job to be done. When teammates know exactly what information to trust, you create a culture of clarity that eliminates confusion.
Now it's, oh shoot, I didn't put resume.
Anyone viewing the page that is...
I didn't put mark, so I cannot click resume. Well, I can, but I'm off. No worries. I have the time anyways. Here you go.
All pages and pages I own are helpful for page owners because these views give an overview of pages in the wiki as a table. These make it easy to review and change page properties in bulk. A well-maintained knowledge base makes search very powerful. Notion AI doesn't simply find relevant pages, but actually delivers the answers to your questions. When we ask Notion AI for a specific detail, like our company's vacation policy, we get back the exact information with a reference to relevant
That quick? I don't know.
pages. When you mark a page as verified, it becomes more visible in search and Notion AI responses. Altogether, page ownership and verification combined with search is a powerful system to...
Okay, now the question I have, the video is already over. Is this paywalled? Because the account I tried that was in the work account. So can I turn this? Oh, that's private. What the F? So I'm here in SuperMemo course, but if I use the Control-N command and I say now page, I create a page in my private place. Okay, wow, I didn't notice that when I did it. So I'm actually not in the same place. Let me actually go here. I guess it's a template. That makes the difference. I don't know. Control-N. Hello? Oh, wow, I didn't notice that. Good to know. Good to know. So this is for me pointless, this command. I will never have this flow. I don't know when I want that, but for me personally. But good to know that, hey, I cannot use the feature as intended. And, okay, how I convert this? Let me go here, because it's not a database. And well, there's only a database. Oh my god! I know there are more. Okay. Wiki. Turn into wiki. Here you go. Lagging. And this can be undone. Okay. All pages. None. Pages are on. Okay, at least I got what I wanted, that is to verify that is in the free tier. Next. What is this? How to build a wiki? Oh my god, and now it's precisely the wiki. Oh shit, I click. My bad. Rescue. Hello. What? Oh man, once again. The support for so it's good to know that they added the web view, but with HTML is extremely limited to the point that I need to get rid of it. So I will only be using the web view for formulae and video and PDF. But for other than that, I will still rely on the old way. Okay. That's wiki is now that's not part of the course. So first, I will prioritize this already. At least that will be above 25. So position 77. How many items? How many elements do I have already? Almost 300. Okay. So we'll just delete after cursor when I tabulate the PC allows me. Okay, and at least I will have the screenshots, right? They're just too large. It's just the example. That's not telling me anything. That's a video? Yeah, that's the video I just saw. I'm pretty sure it's the same video. Sharing publishing, nope. Different one. Even though that opened with my main profile, and SuperMemo doesn't import well, doesn't sit most of the time or ever, so I really need to use a different profile that is not the default one. Sometimes it works, but it's not a guarantee. Now it worked. I can see my email. Okay, no worries. This one. Group hook. Shit, what am I? No. Yes, I don't want a child, but I don't want it where it will go anyways. But for now, it's fine. And move on.
As you build more pages,
The autoplay. What?
as you build,
It loops. How tedious. Oh my god. Oh yeah, yes, do I?
Welcome to our guide.
Oh no, oh my god, once again. Okay, rule of thumb. When you think you have a duplicate in a video, just wait 5 seconds. It's because the web view component doesn't update quickly. So that you see a different element, and because it's the same layout, the same template, the video component is in the same place, so it feels like you're in the same element when you're not. This happened like multiple times, so imagine. Callout block versus callout box block. Let me ask AI. This is again language level. Whoa. Okay. I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do any prompting for now, in case I'm not getting what I want. Ah, no, seeding will be the same thing. Okay. They can use it generally, there's the same visual element, however, there's a subtle difference. Okay. Good to know. And now here I'm going to put that this is Gemini. Cool. And that's about it. Ah, well, I'm no longer in the video. The video was the source. I got that. So I will just get the article. I always use the picture, even if I don't want a picture. Nice. That's it. Next. Oh my God. No, no, that's not what I wanted. No. So I need, oh, come on. Let's do it this way. This one. It's all dummy? Why now they are not working? Come on, I'm seeing the page. I'm seeing it here. And here. Why is not working now? Wow. Oh, it's a web view. Are you telling me a web view component cannot use to get images via Control F8? That's what I'm doing those lives also before the course, because there are so many stuff that is undocumented and bugs and limitations that I really need to put the time myself before digging this. Wow, it's useless. So if you don't want PDF formulae, so basically what the web view has added, other than that, keep using HTML. It's a feature breaking. I cannot use this feature. I'm forced, literally forced, to change the template. So now it becomes the component and HTML, which already was, by the way. So now I can use Ctrl F8 menu and get the image properly. Beyond belief. Extremely limited. Then, going back to the point I wanted to do is, hey, this is spamming, and I cannot, if I click on the website and it loads on the component, something I don't want to. Then what you can do is this, and then delete. It requires more clicks, and it was this one, by the way. And delete. This is something that is click agnostic. It's safer to do. And now, once again, it looks absolutely like crap. Let me see with the styles. Yeah, let me try. It will be slower because there are more tags. Oh, faster than I thought. Yeah, now I can navigate. Awesome. So turns out that in SuperMemo 20, what I thought the day from now on, I will see the websites better, so closer to the real, how they look, a better support, standard support. Nope, F you, because if I want to take action, no, you cannot do it. Oh, you want to add images? Nope, you need an HTML component for that. Oh, you want to get rid of the styling? Oh, you need the HTML component for that. So then I have to go back to HTML and sacrifice all of the standards that they got. So I am on the same page as 10 years ago. Yeah, So eventually I will have a different project that I will be relying on PDFs, and then we will see the good perks, but oh my God. What was that? Ah, yeah, wikis. I can see the image. So now I will be doing Control F8 just to see the image. Yeah, as an example, I have the home. Okay, yeah, it's subtle. This is dummy. And what's the difference between those? That here I have some, how you call it? Background color. Ah, no, sorry, and you have the all pages. And here is the home. Okay. So I will just insert both for my own convenience. So now I can delete them all because it's hard to navigate. 6 images? There are just 3, brother. Okay, it may be counting the thumbnails. Nice, but now I still want to properly name that. Wiki page example Notion. I will add this because I will be renaming the one. Home view. Okay, let me copy everything. And now the other one, which is all pages I own. All pages. It's pages I own or pages view. So in case I really want, I will make a screenshot of the other ones that I own. Not a big deal. Nice. So that's an example of how to overcome this limitation, that the resolution of the images are so large that I can keep all day scrolling, right? Wikis, how to create a wiki. I just did that, brother. But just think, you cannot turn the database into a wiki. Oh, I want to know that. Ah, and that's what I did. Oh, it's a database. Let me go to the parent. Okay. Without knowing this, I prevented to learn that. Oh my God. The 3 default views. And I think by default, the selected is the home. And you can undo. Yeah, something I discovered that can be undo, but can undo if no longer one. Yeah, that can be done anytime. Okay, verifying an owners. So here I have what I prompt with AI, but with more detail. Okay, so now before I do the extracts, I will just change the priority of the host, the source. So now everything I do inherits a similar priority. Do you see 51? 38, wow. The jump is still incredible because the queue only has 300 elements. But it's good practice. Verify. When expires, they get notified. Gotcha. It's only available. Oh, okay. So the wiki is the free tier, but this is only on the paid tiers. Business and enterprise, so it's not on the plus even. To verify pages that are not in a wiki. Okay, I want to know that. Verify pages in a database. Okay, because the database itself cannot be verified. Business and enterprise plans. Why you want to pay all that? So, it sounds overly specific. I don't know. Remove. I can also remove it. Okay. And manage. Cool. And that's about it. Administration certification. Okay. So basically, Preemptively I add the notion because it will be an item. Implementation. And requires, I want to know that as well. Requires administration, not the certificate of administrator. No, it's just the privilege, the access privilege. It's not what I thought. So the flashcard is also, now it's dummy. I don't want that. But I will wait and do it incremental, and I will delete it later. That's the audio not component. In Notion it's called block, which the type was media type. You can record you can record directly. Oh, I never tried. Yeah, here. I will. Oh, sorry, because I will. Let me do it here in a dummy. Sound. Sorry, it's called. I always have this issue that in some places it's audio, in some places it's sound. Oh my god. It's upload, a file I have, link from. Oh, I didn't know that. MP3, WAV, or OGG. That is valuable. That was not here. I will just add it quickly. Yeah, sure. Which form? Audio, not sound. Audio. Formats. Does Notion support MP3, WAV, and OGG. Okay, I will create it right away. Cool. And now let me delete this. I don't care. Yeah, SoundCloud, Spotify, so whatever pages you can link as well. Awesome. But upload your own recording. Yeah, okay. It's not like Discord that on the phone you can actually record on the spot, like WhatsApp. But when you're on the computer, you cannot. You have to attach. Okay. Then I will just leave it as a topic, even though it is actually a task from now on. I'm not going to convert it to a task because I will be consuming more time than I need, basically. So when I see this again, I would remember, oh yeah, let me try with Spotify. Because now I don't have the login because it's been like half a year. I don't log in, so it will take me a while. So not for today. Okay, this is the keyword is Kanban. Perhaps I will have. Yeah, let me go there. Sorry. Okay. Ooh. And now what's the name of the view? It's not called Kanban view. This now it's quick to what? To process, but it's more time I will need later to reformulate. Nice. Choose from the different typographic styles for every page you produce. Select the most writing method. Let's just click on. Yeah. The options. Default, serif, and mono. Or mono, yeah, exactly. So this is at the page level, not the block level, by default. Obviously, you have the default, and do satisfy mono. To be honest, I never changed that, because when I need mono is when I have code, and for that I use the block. So I don't use the language that I might want that. You can also turn, a language who uses a script that you want mono, other than is not the coding. Yeah, exactly. How you do that? By tapping the precise color already. You can also change it. Yeah, okay, documenting. This is what it didn't work. Let me try this now with the app. So it's, oh my god, that's problematic. It will be, let me see what shows up in the AutoCAD script. Oh, this key doesn't even appear. So what I'm actually pressing is a key that in the American layout doesn't exist, but in the Spanish does. So I'm pressing two keys now, not just Control. Good to know. And then the other, sorry, was the Control dash or the dash? 7. Okay, for me it's 7. Control 7. That's absolutely nothing. Yeah. So I still have the same issue. If I change it, now you don't see it. 1 second, let me disappear. I change to an American layout. So now, hey, still it doesn't appear in the hover. Okay. And let me see. No. Oh, I forgot what it is in the American layout. No worries. It's not that important. Wait, I'm in the Spanish. Oh, because it's a different app. And remembers the... Okay, my mistake. So I was still using the Spanish. Do you see now it doesn't work? Huh. I cannot toggle the sidebar. Good to know. And now let me see here. I actually forgot what I wanted to do. Yeah, the color. Okay, let me apply first the color. Perhaps it's that. Orange. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So that will be Ctrl-Shift-H was repeating the same one. Exactly. So it's a toggle. Okay. And with this one, theoretically. Nah, okay, no worries. I'm not going to insist that. Then here I will just put the my convention problematic, so I can search it quick, and then I will deprioritize this heavily, like 90, no, 87. Okay. And I will force a repetition. What? I will force a repetition. And let's put a list of weeks. Yeah. Now, space out your text by doing a color green highlight. There are. Okay. Motion lock. Exactly. I like to know, to remember that it's called inline. That's very key, I think. because later on they used inline, like in a proper name, that, hey, that makes a difference of what it is. Like inline database. Question block. Any language, I think they mean programming language, right? And the formatting is already there. It's not like in Anki that you need to first use an add-on and then to say, hey, this is in that language. It doesn't detect which programming language it is. Table of contents, yeah, even now you have this built in the right side. User equal number. Okay, so I will be using this. Control. Oh, you know what I will do now? Since I'm editing this every single time, and in this collection I only have Notion, so I can do this collection-wise. I will do find and replace collection-wise already, and I will replace this. So I delete all of the commands that I need to read, because this is not telling me anything new that I need, and I want control. I'm not a Mac user. Only 9? Oh, okay, at least I have done, I save some time. Nice. Then also what I can do, one technique, by the way, hey, if I do Control Shift H, is the history, the element history, right? So then I can say, hey, in Notion, if I do this, I apply the last color, and then I can, if I want to make a link with the key binding I know on SuperMemo, right? In case I have difficulties. I will wait for that. So I'm not going to do this preemptively. Only if I feel that once, I will do a mnemonic. Whipsa. Think. Okay, that is like a task embedded in a topic. It's a lazy task. Edits, comments, suggestions made by other people will appear to you in real time. Look, I'm done. What's up? Yeah, finally. What time is in America? 9. It's like 3 a.m. in New York time, I think. East time. And 12 could be in California. Nice. I don't know if what studying for the Octa was wrong myself. What is Octa? Sorry about that. Nice. If it's video based, I imagine the flow is different if it's on their own website, so you cannot import the. Okay, so you're in California time, I guess, because now it's summer. Oh, this when they change the time zone, I always get 1 hour off. Then this was think for me as a trigger that, hey, I want to think of this for a reason, right? I communicated to my future self, even though it was one day, it was yesterday. So, cybersecurity. Okay, cool. I think the comments. Yeah, of course. So I think I don't need that. So basically what I did is delaying the action. Is, hey, I'm not sure. Let me think this when I finish processing whatever page or whatever video that was, right? So I could say, metaphorically, that I delegated the decision to myself, but to my future self, right? In this case, it's 1 day, but could be that this was low priority. I'm pretty sure if that was in my general collection, I would have seen this in 2 months, or even less, or even later, I mean. So then it's, yeah, it's safe to delete it. Where's the content? What? Did I delete the... What happened here? How come I went to a folder? It's impossible to click on next and go to a folder. So I applied done deleting something. It was childless, that element. I'll need to check the replay later. Okay, no worries. You're gonna switch teammates. You can see which teammates are working on what because they are others. Okay. How can you know how your teammates are working? I will phrase it later. Oh, that's what I wanted to know. So there's a restriction of colors. So, for instance, error text headers that call out can have colors, but some they don't. Okay, let me quickly check that. So, for instance, the sound, it's gray. Can I change the gray? Control-Shift-H. Okay, so good to know. It's one of the ones I cannot change the color. Cool. What else there is? Let me change the layout back to Spanish. Okay. Can I change this to different colors? Yep. Okay. I know how important it is to know, hey, did you know you cannot color the sound block, sorry, audio block. Code, can I change this to some other color? Quote size? Oh, I never realized that thing. Yeah, and I have the color, awesome. So basically, it's just the sound. I'm pretty sure all the advanced ones. Yeah, so I think that's not worth memorizing that thing. Gone. Whoopsie. This could happen. Then you just press space. So click on learn, the same thing. So what I will do is that I just go back and that's it. What happened is that the repetition has already been logged. What? It's the interval, not the rating. Okay. Recent thoughts on PDF reading in SuperMemo 20. I have gone back to Alexis plugin for SuperMemo 18. Okay. Yes, I do, but it was baggy as hell. I can, I can tolerate friction, or I won't be doing this YouTube channel with SuperMemo at a certain point, right? But when there's a limit, so it's hey, I can use the PDF, but as soon as I do a close deletion, the answer is gone. I mean, it's feature breaking, right? So it's let me wait until they fine tune this because they release it too soon. That hey, it's this day, let's release it and how it is, right? So now I think is solved that bug, but I will still give it some time while I'm doing this because this is genuine. I will keep this collection, by the way. I now keep on videos because, spoiler alert, in SuperMemo 20, it's the only version that incremental video works in Windows 10 for me. I don't know why in this potato PC it never worked. In the laptops, including Windows 10, it worked. I don't know why in this particular computer it didn't. So now I'm focusing on video. Actually, I mentioned this on some other time in this live stream, that another project, not with this, I will focus on PDFs. Most likely I will do a textbook or textbook kind of thing. So it's still structured, but you see the flow that, hey, how I see now the extracts are different. And there will be an upcoming video, I guess next month, once I get my hands with, I don't know, 20 hours of usage with PDFs. And I will do the comparison. In that comparison, PDF, incremental PDF in SuperMemo 20. In SuperMemo 18 with the assistant, which has still some power that none have, by the way. And then the free memo that you can do incremental PDF as well. And it's open. Open source, I mean. And for now, it's still free. So I will compare those three. And it's to a point that in free memo, I can call it incremental PDF. Perhaps it's more closer to what I'm doing here today. That is more zero incremental reading. But it's enough. Then going back, that's the repetition I clicked by accident, so I'm going back. So I know it has been logged. But I just go back, I'll left, and now I can go here. The 6 dot icon. Copy link to block. Yeah, sometimes you want to go and hyperlink on a specific block. How you do it? Like this. Minor detail. And turn into. Yeah, exactly. Turn into, it's the other thing that, hey, that's a bullet point. Can I turn it in everything? So is this the entire list? For instance, there's no database here. I convert it in a page. And it becomes a title. Okay. Yeah, basically, if you have already, if there's a lot of text and whatever, yeah, it's easier to just convert it. Turn into. Okay. But it deletes, oh, sorry. Let me do something that can inherit color. So now if I put quote, yeah, it keeps the color. Okay, now I see why. So in case I want to keep the styling and so on, it's better to do it this way. If you're on the plus business or the plus plan, your sidebar icons. Yeah, so basically, Team Spaces requires a paid tier, not in the free tier. I'll reformulate later. Gallery view. I mean, it's given. I will try my best in the flashcard, in the item. Instead of gallery, I will be using a screenshot because then I'm just giving away the answers. It will become way too dummy, the flashcard. List view. Same thing. Okay. Do you see the delay? Massive delay with a web view component. This is building
You
with
and your
blocks.
team may have seen Notion pages before and wondered, how can we build?
That is an extract. How can I link other workspaces? By tapping this, the add sign. Next. I did close the list already, so what do I want to hear more? Insert an automatic generated recap menu that shows where the page you added lives in your workspace. Yeah, the same as the built-in at the top. So, yeah, that's about it. Good to know that this block exists, but for now, my personal usage, I cannot find any use case at all. I think only if you're on the phone, and that's about it. You can choose to make team spaces. Okay, that's the list. Open, closed, and private. I will do the lazy close deletion for now, because now I'm in a place that I cannot evaluate properly how valuable is this until I don't have my hands on a paid tier of Notion. Every workspace has a list, and default team space will only see. Okay. It's not about the quantity, it's that there's a default. Sorry, workspace have at least one theme space, not the other way around. Okay, my mistake. Type then the font apply the block. Exactly. So you can do actions like delete or duplicate. Okay, one sec. So I'm here. So it's easy because if I do a new one here, I just do delete. Sorry. And I delete itself. But if the not component, the block already exists, how I trigger this menu? Theoretically was control with this, which for me it's the sidebar. So I still don't know. Because the only thing that I can duplicate is an empty text. Which is, oh, thank you, Control D. Do you see? Control D. That's a lot better. So I'm here. Okay. Good to know. So I will just do, those are examples. Okay. So then, Control D. Whoa, what is this? Which layout I'm using now? Okay. The plus icon appears in the left margin whenever you hover over a new line. When does the plus icon appear? Click it, open menu of content types you want. Okay, cool. When you use Notion for web, your spelling will be or Notion for, that's true. Let me double check. So now here on the app, I should have, exactly, I built in. You meant William. No, that's the AI. Where is the spell check? Okay, so it's not obvious where the spell. Theoretically, is what you have. Let me put something else. Is not on hover. Here. Okay. Cool. Basically, this is only on the desktop app. On the web, uses the web browser spell check. Cool. Through columns, click the 6-dot menu icon, and hold and drag. So strictly speaking, you don't remove columns. You just drag and drop and rearrange, and as a consequence, you undo it. Strictly speaking, you don't remove any column. It's a consequence of your action, strictly speaking. Yeah, but it's the same. So I already memorized. It's somewhere else. Exactly, yeah. Then turns out the extra I didn't create any flashcard item, so I already applied done to itself, so it becomes deleted as well. Awesome. So once again, the same flow. It's a new page and processed, making pages beautiful. So let me first preview. So first, let me apply the template. Hello. Okay. And now the student justice. Unbelievable. So during all of this session, the images were super huge, the resolution, and I could only see a fraction. And now, for whatever reason, when I apply this template, it rescales. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was expecting something pretty based on the title, making pages beautiful, but no. I just have two images at the top and that's about it. Table of contents, page level setting, because you also have table of contents as a block. Dividers, okay, something new. And I think it's like, yeah, exactly. It's the same as in SuperMemo, and here below you have the references in an HTML component. You can duplicate, do you see? You cannot add color. So it is always gray. Okay. FAQ. Okay, tablet, something specific, cool. Then I will create an extract. For convenience to delete all of this. And now I can assess better the priority. I will still decrease it. My God. Oh wow, the jam is incredible. I'm not really used to small collections anymore. So when I reprioritize, I just move decimals and I'm already moving hundreds or even more than 1,000 positions on the queue. Feels off. Nice. It's not as long as I thought, but yeah, that's my point. Once again, AI meeting notes. Let me see. Garbage. I don't know. Garbage. And unrequired. So delete. Okay. And it's at the top. Let me see if it's required. Is it obvious that it's AI? Ah, yeah, the AI summary. Oh, wow. So, AI summary property example Notion and screenshot. You realize now that in my image registry, I have both orders, right? So I have Notion screenshot. Sometimes it's not on a screenshot, even though this is another log. Oopsie doopsie, that is my mistake. I renamed this. Oh man, there's no example. Okay, I'm way too systematic. Could happen that in sometimes I will just do it for the sake of the example. I will rename this, and hey, that's personal agent, and I say screenshot first, and then Notion. Okay. Then A, what will happen? Depends. If I want both, let me search for my conventions. So I only want screenshots, and then of Notion, I will do this, right? Not necessarily, because if I do like this, the others that have another hashtag, another tag in between, are gone. Or in the other way around. First a screenshot and then Notion. Then I do it just on purpose. So there will be one that it will be filtered out, the one I just did. The one you see in yellow, right? Notion Cyber 2025. It's gone. That is what is called image registry subset. Let me go back. What I will do instead is, no, let me search. I clicked by accident the neural review. My mistake. And then what I will do is, first Notion, search this. Now, this is a subset, even though it doesn't look like a subset, because this collection is specialized, it's just for Notion. Now, all of these includes Notion. Then, now I want that also includes screenshot. So I'm making a subset of the subset. And now, I want to include, I don't know, private or page. Let me see something that I have at least two. Let's say menu or icon. Menu. Boom. Here you go. That's why it's so powerful. If you name staff, the elements, components. My God, it's live. Sorry about this. There's so much jargon to keep track. Those are, let me think. Registry members. Exactly. Because you want the superpower of using the different members of the users of the members. So this item is a user of this registry member. And because of my conventions, I could filter that rather quickly. Imagine that all I do are whatever it's coming, and I have this. Component 3, In this case, kind of, right? Team spaces, private, sidebar. It's good enough. Sometimes it's like this, block menu. Block menu, what is this, right? Then, if that was my collection, and I have 6,000 or 12,000 images, good luck finding that one, right? Yeah, what you will do? Let me do a new screenshot. It will be quicker, but then you lose all of the perks. That's why I want to justify this action, because it's not obvious, especially if you come from Anki. There's no registry, and you have to always repeat images. Now that's more AI stuff that I don't have, so I will postpone it. I will still rock the repetition to indicate my future self that, I have done the insert the image. That for me, I'm very purist. This already counts as an action, even if I have read nothing. And AI, I will put at very least, I don't know, 2x. Nice. The menu located beside any I have the image there. The image located beside any content block used to duplicate, delete, comment, or change the block type, such as turning a table into a database. What am I asking here? The name of the menu. Okay, in this case is a spoiler. Good to know it was there. So I had to really look for that. It was not on my face, but I still want to be on the answer because it's called 6.menu, and if I see an image that are just 6 dots, it's giving me away the answer, right? In this case, since I was spoiled, I haven't had the opportunity to do a genuine recall. I will put it as a 2, a failure. Great. My convention. Could be the case that I genuinely remembered, but since now I have been spoiled, I cannot do it. And I have 23 elements left, and I have been live for, oh my God, 1 hour and 20 minutes. So once again, I cannot continue. It's fascinating that even with this, 1 hour-ish, yeah, I'm super verbose. If I was not verbose, let's put, I don't know, half an hour at least. I cannot keep up with the outstanding queue. That means it's time to start prioritizing. And I thought, no, I will wait until I have 400 memorized topics, da da da. No need for that. Then, going back to the element. Click to browse and manage all content across your workspace. Side panel, control panel, sidebar. Launch your library. Okay, so that is a good example of an item that I didn't got the intention, what I'm asking here. Not that I forgot. It's too broad. This can be true. It's also true for many things. So it's non-specific. Let me search what I have in library. Boom, only itself. Okay. So now it's time to go and fish for more content. And I will just do Google. Since it's Notion, I will get there. Manage your library. Is there a video? No, okay. There's not much, to be honest. But at least I have the screenshots. That would go. Let me see. I will move this manually. Why so slow? Okay, so remember, I'm not using concepts because the imports are anecdotal. This is inside what? Notion Essentials path. Yeah, that is essential. Okay, I will leave it here. So as a consequence, this is in the good place. This same menu includes the small, and I will do it later. So it's, yeah, I have something about library. It's fuzzy, incremental. I will do it tomorrow. This same menu, this is out of context. Small text toggle. That's a the page setting. Actually, what I want to remember is just this. It's not the small text. It's just a toggle. And I should have created the screenshot. It's just this small text that I thought it was a small, normal, and large, and no, it is like this. So here we go. Notion page setting small text toggle. Believe me, those 4 seconds that I spent naming this little image will be saved eventually. Not just that I will be reusing the image, but the side perks you get to do a subset from the members, or even more importantly, the neural review, which by the way, before I trigger neural review as an accident, oh shit, and I'm neuro. I have been doing neural review. Could you have, there was a way to tell? No, because SuperMemo only have this in the stats window. Very poor design. And now I just remember that before when I was mentioning the image registry to you, I misclicked that button instead of the search. And I executed neural view. So I went neural through an image registry. Okay. So how do you quit? Space, escape. Hello? No? It should have asked me, hey, do you want to quit? Don't tell me this is, in SuperMemo 20 has been changed. This is not documented, once again. No, I'm still in the neural view. What the F? I can go neural on the neural queue. That's way too endogamic. Wait. There was a way. Oh, I forgot. It is way too obscure. One sec. So now, if I do and I force a subset review, exactly. Do you see? I wanted to trigger something that also has a queue that is not outstanding queue. For instance, the subset queue, and this triggers, hey, do you want to finish it? And then now I finish the neural review, but I entered on the subset review, and the subset review is none other than the same, in a practical sense, than the neural review, because the contents of the browser window were the same. It's just that it's static, unlike neural review that will be self-updating. But at least, theoretically, now I can quit. No, exactly. This is a new bug I just discovered live. This is what I should have gotten before. Hey, do you want to resume the neural review? And you say no. Still remembers. Nice. This is what should happen. So at least I'm glad that I'm knowledgeable of those SuperMemo tricks that I can use to my advantage. That, oh, there's a feature breaking bug. No worries. Like this one. I can still trigger something else that breaks. It breaks the breaker, to call it like this. So I can finally set an end. So now, once again, I am on the outstanding queue. Wow. And all of this just because I misclick one icon. Wow. If you choose not to display all the shared pages in your sidebar, you will be to more button, last displayed shared page to open. Okay, that will be an example that, yeah, I can do this. I don't care. So I will just deprioritize it. What the F? Okay, the key binding is broken. No worries. And our backend just discovered it, SuperMemo 20. I'm laughing out of irony. So theoretically, the live stream was that, hey, this is very simple. I will only cover the basic flow of incremental reading and video. I'm not letting priorities, a lot of stuff to keep it basic, but I have to introduce more stuff like the neural review because of the amount of bugs there are. Good, but at least it's something evergreen, because that will be the experience you may have, that even if you do my SuperMemo course and have watched, I don't know, 400 videos of mine, it's not enough. Because SuperMemo will, first, not fix most of the bugs, by the way, and introduce new ones. So it's a never-ending story. If you're a SuperMemo user, you need to live with bugs. You need to accept and come. You know, like some people in when they see a mosquito, there's a mosquito, there's a fly, oh my god, it's a big deal, right? And then you go to somewhere in Africa that for them it's every single day. So they will have some flies on the face, and they will just not even do that, right? Why? In a few seconds, you will be on the same place. It's just like, what's the word? Helplessness. Learned helplessness. in a small degree, right? That's what I did. I'm not going to fight the bugs because I know I have to live with them. It's SuperMemo. That's why it makes a user to stick with SuperMemo or not. Can you tolerate a certain amount of bugs? What you could do, if you watch my guide to SuperMemo, is that first there are some flows that you can bypass, some bugs, and some other that could be done in 3 different ways or sequences, but this is the least bug triggering way to do it, right? And then once you know that, it becomes a habit. So how I use SuperMemo induces fewer bugs, but it's still present. Especially with CSS and HTML, it's every single repetition. Then, going back to the content. I'll have 15 left. Let me go what is left, how many I have. So the topics I have left, outstanding. And I will do a subset review, but sorted by text size. And again, I want the smallest text size. So I will do the same thing, but I want to do the quick repetitions now, and the later repetitions will be.
Your workspace is a digital home.
Lazy.
Everything you do in Notion takes place in a work.
That scared me. Oh my God. What happened? I resorted and I click, so therefore the element browser, the element window refreshes the element, happened to be a video. Oh my God. So then I will trigger a subset, which by the way, in case you didn't know, is not this button. Now I have the super tiny buttons. It's not this. Now it's a T. They did change the look of the icon. That's not a subset. It's a subset of all topics only. That's new, I think. Well, regardless, if you use SuperMemo 19 or whatever, theoretically you have the learn, which here doesn't have an icon. I don't know why they remove it. It's not this. It's review all. And here you have review topics. So here you don't have an icon, but you have it here in the toolbar. Inconsistent. Oh my God. The important is that you want learn, not review all, which is the default. Okay, so I did this as an extract that, I want the slash command because in the video I only mentioned and glanced over that and didn't cover it. Turns out I did this somewhere else in my collection, so I don't need it now. His rule of thumb.
Hello there. Whether you're an avid user of Notion or only found out about us yesterday, it's certain that you have already used
I
the
removed
workspace
the
sidebar.
component. Why are you still
This
playing?
is where people go to find pages, most of which will likely be placed into their own team spaces. As an admin, you have the power to manage these team spaces and adjust their settings accordingly, from their list of members to sharing permissions and security options. This video will show you how you can make use of these exclusive rights. To keep things nice and tidy, companies of around 100 people should create between 5 to 10 team spaces. For larger companies, team spaces help make your Notion workspace scalable and comfortable for everyone. As your company grows, you
Okay. By putting a space bar, I can trigger a menu within the slash menu. Exactly. How can I trigger the menu within the slash menu? Let me actually try for real. So that is the slash menu. Then I add the space. What? Let me do it on the web. Oh, sorry. This profile. Here. What? No, that didn't work. No, what is that? Tabs? Hey, wait a second. That was not on the documentation at all. That's what one of the things I hate about SAS. They add this and that. You don't have discrete versions that you can stay. Now you have tabs. Can I add a color? Lol. Good to know. What do I want? Okay, so then I will convert this into a task. Why it's empty now? Here, okay. It's an item. So I have something like a model thing, let's say. Even if SuperMemo allows me to convert this back to a task from an item, it's a no-no, because it already has history as an item. And then when you do the, among other things, once you do the review, the correction repair and stuff like this, you get errors, That's why sometimes it's no. I create something brand new and I copy the content and that's about it. Something else that, hey, I don't want to convert this into a task. I still have my own convention. That is to repurpose the command registry. That, hey, that's problematic. That's about it. So what I will do time to time is not checking with F4 my task and the task list if I have issues, bugs, whatever. What I will do instead is, hey, let me go to the command registry. I have two. Hey, I have still two, right? Let's pretend that now I solved this. Exactly, this was somewhere else in the documentation. That was duplicated, right? I already identified that this in my keyboard doesn't work because the physical keyboard is Spanish. I have a key I can press and there's a missing key. I cannot physically press that key because it's not found in my keyboard. And turns out that even if I put by software, I change the, how you call it? This is not enough. Which, by the way, now I just realized all of this time I was not present because I wanted to show that to you before. Such a noob mistake. I have been gesticulating and all of this when it was not even recorded. Moving on. I wait for it to load, to play, so I can delete it without the autoplay. Log top types are basic databases, media, embeds, and dynamics. Let's do the list. Just the example that I will fail that for sure. Pause. If I start typing in regular text in Notion, what kind of block do I create? A text block. Cool. And why I do delete the component here is because I cannot use my flow to rely on the the elements templates flag because it's backed in SuperMemo 20. It's back, at least with the web view component, the new one. Until this is not fixed, I have to do it like this. New button. The straightforward button interface used to weekly add a blank. Yeah, that usually it's blue. Okay, to the database, that is the key. And later on I will do the screenshot, not now. Partner relations can only be through what? Come on, 12. I'm going to finish outstanding. even though it should not be my goal, by the way. Filters. Control which databases items appear rated. Ah, that's the argot call. Well, why in the... There, oh my god. Properties, that's quick. Fields, the source specific information entry, cool. Now we have properties. Let me delete the video. Component. Metadata. Metadata multi-select, tags. Do you see? So when it's a wiki, it's called tags. But usually it's just a multi-select. So when you use Notion, sorry, it's not a block, it's a property. I'm lagging behind. So if I'm here, that will be, yeah, multi-select. I don't have tags. I can call it tags if I want to. Okay. So nothing new. I already know that. Okay, then this is Markdown, Notion, Markdown. And I will be doing something just as a flex to show it to you. But hey, I can copy this, but I will do it externally because it's HTML. Where are you? Close deletion. Here we go. And then I will do this for type. It's hard to see. That's here. Do you see? Because one will spoil the other. So it just, hello? I'm not using the Spanish keyboard, no. Spanish. So that is an example, a very niche, extremely rare solution I would do. I can count these with my fingers, how many elements I have like this in my collection. Because I can do this separately. How you do that in header 1, header 2, and header 3. I could still do it individually. But since if it was new to me, but since I already know that for years, I will just group that. You could say, yeah, it's a violation of the minimum principle of information principle. Yes, but for me, since this has been crystallized, for me, it's just one idea, one fact. That, hey, this is compliant with Markdown. Up to 3. Can I do 4? Now I think they have added the 4th. Do you see? Now it's the 4th. It was not present for years. So, hey, I want to remember that this is up to 4 now, right? So actually, I could do the same question, like, how many or up to which depth of headers can I go in Notion by using the Markdown notification character? It's a QA. I can do like this. This will be the lazy way to do it. Or no. Oh, followed by a space, by the way. That's key, and my mistake. Is how I will do it. I will paste the HTML properly. Wait.
Hello
No,
there.
not properly.
Whether you're an avid user of Notion or only found out about us yesterday, it's certain.
Oh yeah, I delegated the summary. Okay, so I will just do it now. I was lazy that other day. Now this one. Since I am the chat, I can reuse. I have to tell, do a summary, da 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 da. What's the video? Sorry, I did this into two team spaces. Yeah, open, closed, and private. Okay, so I will copy this. Wait for Gemini to tell me, okay. So I only got this out of the video. And now is, okay, let me do it for real. Like here, okay, cool.
So there, whether you're an admin or workspace, be placed into their own team spaces. As an admin, you have the power to
As an admin, I remember this intonation.
manage these team spaces and adjust their settings accordingly, from their list of members to sharing permissions and security options. This video will show you how you can make use of these exclusive rights. To keep things nice and tidy, companies of around 100 people should create between 5 to 10 team spaces. For larger companies, team spaces help make your Notion workspace scalable and
Okay, I will mark here. That's what I did. It was my note. So that now I achieve my goal already. I generated the text. I call it repetition.
Add tasks with deadlines, assign owners, draft the first version of the kickoff doc, set up weekly status reports
Weekly, that's very Spanish, this weekly.
from the data, draft the first version of the kickoff doc, set up weekly status reports
It sounds like the speaker is like a native Spanish speaker.
from the database, if you already have a database set up, agents can step in to edit properties, adjust views, and keep everything up to date as your needs change.
Marco Lema's task is done. Brother, this is just 3 clicks. But okay, yeah, good to know.
When an idea strikes, or
Oh,
when
yes,
a content
now
update
I
needs to be
remember.
made, your agent can jump right in. Proposal in a few seconds.
This is misleading. Look at how many times it's thinking. I'm pretty sure that's like a minute, at least half a minute. And here it's just 3 seconds. No, not the case.
And you need to update it. Unfinished content feels like you're together and
Yeah, so for the intro, there's nothing to remember, basically. Good to know. I'm already on board with that. And I will get AI when it's on the course, basically. And here is everything already. Okay, just in case, let me delete. Oh, yeah, now I remember. I was puzzled why I extracted just this. Yeah, because this is present in every single page in Notion, and I use it as a specific to crawl that. Theoretically, I can go there through my registry. Command registry, did I do it? No, only lang. Usually I put link for that. Anyhow, I can do it because what? Is it a child? I might have moved that, I don't know. No worries, it will reappear. Remove unused. Yeah, I don't need that for AI now. Basically, it's not a big deal because then, I cannot find it and now I want it. I want to start that flow. No worries. I will just import whatever page because every single page has the same menu. No big deal. I don't consider that a loss. Filters. I just did filters a few repetitions ago. Fills the star. Okay, just in case. So then here I will take it more incremental because, hey, I'm sure I have done this elsewhere. 5 repetitions, table of contents, basic blocks. Do you see you don't have header 4 here? I don't like this when it's outdated. They have millions of users and they have millions of budget. You could have everything fine-tuned. Bulleted list, I remember you could also use the asterisk. It's not here. Do you see? It's not that complete. So I have been learning here for a few days, and I can really tell you the stuff that is missing here and there. I'm seeing holes or something outdated. That's not something you want a customer or a learner through a course. You know how much time I put an effort for my actual guide to SuperMemo to avoid stuff like that. Okay, you cannot close them all at once. Okay, so toggle. There is something else? No, okay. There are stuff I know, or it's somewhere else, but that is something I want to remember. Log pages into databases. Okay, let me see the images. What's the difference? Oh, the menu log page, and then when it's logged. So the action and the consequence. Okay. And the toggle. Okay, for now, those two. Log page. Okay. Then, theoretically, if your motivation is to finish the outstanding queue, you'll be primed that, no, let me finish that I only have 3 left. And I will say, no, I want to spend some time here. That is blog page option scene, and then I would say focused. And then log page status focused, emphasized, whatever. But that is the page icon. I'll just call it icon, even though it's written. Okay, cool. And now I keep going. Set these templates in trash. There's a trash. Good to know. Create pages in your sidebar. Is there something unique here? No. Add into sidebar, yeah, you can rearrange. You can also nest pages, okay. Okay, something I didn't do. And yeah, I will take it more incremental, but I will increase the priority here. I will do by number. Oh, now I'm done. What is this? No, it's the last one. Intro to databases. Oh, that is a formula. So that picture doesn't help me, at least now. I have the video. Okay, cool. I know this already. Customize priorities, visualize the, yeah. Okay. I want the picture. This one. Okay, so create database. Pam, pam, pam. Pam. Okay. And that's it. I will read the details later. And now I finished the subset. Basically, it was my outstanding, but in different order. The sort was by the shortest to the largest. So now if I want it, yeah, I can keep importing, right? No material. Depends. Let me see what I will have tomorrow. Yeah, 19 and 41. No worries. I will keep what I have because I only have one left. That is getting started with Notion Agent, which I kind of seen this already. And that's about it. So this is optional, was not on the course. And then the other is no longer building basics, it's something else. So I'm not going to start the next section of the course. Let me see what it is. Sorry, here. I share feedback. Okay. I thought there will be like a different. It's just this. So the Essentials path only have 3 lessons. I thought that, my mistake. So building basics was the first one, which had those sections. Turns out it's the entire thing. I can't believe that. I know, sorry, yeah. Of course, the quiz is counting as 1 already. Okay, it says 20 minutes. Yeah, I guess it's 20 minutes of content if I want to watch the videos, but I have spent a few hours already. Sharing and collaboration, which I have something already on my collection, but not as part of the course. Lesson overview. Wow, absolutely. Sharing and publishing. Oh yeah, exactly. I went there because I have this video already. I will just double check. No, I cannot import that for whatever reason. It's not on YouTube here, but I have it on YouTube. From YouTube, I mean. Page permissions. Okay, database permissions. So there's some context. So then I will just leave it here. Unless I know more or less the volume, I can assess. Because, yeah, 5 minutes, some text. Here there are more. Reminders, suggest edits, etc. Cool. So it's more than enough to decide, no. I want to take it incremental. I don't, because there's too much stuff I didn't try. I have 2 tasks to do, I'm not in a rush. So I will leave it here, and tomorrow I will still continue what I have with the building the basics, and only into at least 2 sessions I will continue with the next one. Nice. Hope the session has been useful for you. Let me know your feedback, even if you see that as a review, as a replay, because this is taking 1 hour and a half, 2 hours every day of my time. So, and I want to do it kind of every day. So you see the effects of the scheduling and so on, because if I go here and do 1 session a week, it doesn't matter if it's scheduled 1, 2, 3 days, if I only do lives on a Saturday, right? It defeats the purpose. That's why I want consistency, a break, consistency with a different project, a break, and stuff like this. Incrementalism for the win. So that's all for now, and see you incrementally.